Alright, hello everyone. So it's Wednesday. So let's get started. Now this is gold. If you're following it, you're doing good. Remember, once the market broke out, the Astro hours are an excuse to keep pushing up. And here as well, market breaks up, closes above it with a bunch of bars, pulls back, swing hour, pushes in. Now remember, the swing days for gold I've posted on Monday. So yeah, be mindful for those days. Yesterday I gave you a target of 2,450 and that we could be going towards closing. Actually the target yesterday was closing, I think, and that's how it panned out. It went all the way into that closing hour. So now if we take a look at the daily, we still do have room up there. So the market can hit that 2,500 zone. And like I said, on the daily, it's gonna be swing days. So these 2 days, you got to be careful, because here it might hit a target and start to pull back. Where to the top of the channel or into the manipulation bar. Here, as you can see, it didn't leave any gaps there. So this is now going to be a buy zone. All right. So if the market does reverse back, we'll have to check next week's swing days to come into there and then to go up again, because obviously there's a breakout of the channel. That means this channel should double up. Okay, so we've got a lot of room to go. And what I will now do, let's do this. That's the channel, that's the break. Okay, so we should target for ourselves $2,632. Just a second. Nope. That and that. 2,611. Okay, and that's there. So now what are we going to do? We're going to take this channel, there, and then we're going to put levels in there. So this is where we're heading. So on pullbacks, we'll want to go up, and those will be our zones. So these are swing days. So if we pull back, you know where we're going. All right. This is straightforward from our technical analysis. I'm not doing anything new. I'm not doing anything you don't know how to do. All right. So that is why this is your zone. That's your targeting all the way up there. So we should kind of like wave up into that. Yeah, we're going to wave into it. So on the pullbacks, we're going to be going up there. Rightio. Okay, so today's hours, let's put them in. All right, so I've done all that in. So let's get back here. All right, so this is how it's looking like. Now I'm going to get rid of these. Now, because today and tomorrow is a swing day, we're going to have to cherry pick the hours. Okay, so, and we're going to have some action hours today. All right, so the market will see some action. And if I take a look at this, let's check out the news. So today we've got euro, but tomorrow we've got that. So we might actually make a high tomorrow. Okay, today we'll also get a sign that should be in the evening. All right, so keep your eyes out for that 6 o'clock, 10 past 6, also 7:40 to 8:40. That's going to be tricky, and we might witness some sudden moves in the evening. All right, 1:45, 1:50, 2 o'clock, let's say, is also an hour that we can look out for. Okay, and like I said, in the New York session, we're going to have some volatility as well. So just make sure, I've posted the hours already, just make sure you get your timing right. And today we don't have anything except euro. So if you're trading the euro dollar and if you still got position open, then you should follow that through, or make sure you manage your trade. Okay, rightio. So let's take a look. So this is gold. All right, now with gold, as you can see, there's still there's still room to go there. Will it get there today, tomorrow? I don't know, but this is a swing day today and tomorrow, so therefore we just need to be a little careful. It's right on the support at the moment on the LCL1 line, which is 2,465, which the market has done pretty much today. Okay, it's right there. So if the market holds that support and keeps pushing up, we got room to go. Obviously, I don't like buying things expensive, so I'll wait for a pullback. So these 2 days, if you're in the trade long because the market broke out on your PST 2 days ago, and if you went in right on the PST line here and went up, you should be in the money. All right, and now you should manage the trade, because on the one hand the market's still going up, on the other hand we might be ending up and starting a retracement. Okay, so 2,509 is on the cards there. You should draw this like I did and follow through. On the weekly, as you can see, we've got nothing there. The market is at the top of the channel there, so a bit of a pullback from here is also on the cards. On the weekly, as you can see, we have yet to close above this. If it doesn't close above that next week, we should have a retracement back into 2,420, and then we just keep buying on the pullbacks, because this is what it's looking like. Okay, and that is how it is. All right, let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, we've covered the trade, we've taken some profit, we've still got a trade open. Okay, remember Monday on the euro dollar was a swing day, so the market sold down, so that position is still open. If it keeps pushing down, we'll see if we'll get there. The trade is already covered. As you can see, I've put the stop loss underneath the entry, so if things go pear-shaped, we don't have any loss, and we already took some profits, so no big deal. On the weekly, we do have a breakout, and we did say we need to be careful for that, because the market did break out. Now, because that was done on Monday, okay, and that was a high, so I'm thinking if that is the high of the week, then we should sizzle down a little bit more, because we've got room to come down into here. If that pans out, great. If it doesn't and I get stopped out on the second position with a small profit, that's also fine. It means we're going to have to look for a new setup, but not now. If it breaks out and closes above, then a pullback is a buy opportunity into the next swing day. Today's resistance is 73.74, which is 1.092131. So 0921. Let me bring this. I'll keep that there. That's the weekly. 0921 and 31. which is there. All right, so those levels are also okay to sell off if the market gets there. All right, so those are the levels. If it doesn't and it sells off, then we'll see how things pan out. We should come back a little bit more because we've got a bunch of gaps there, including on the daily too here. All right, so we'll see how this pans out. But it is bullish, as you can see, because the market is closing higher than opening. All right, so there is a bit of a bullish tendency here. We'll see how that's going to pan out. Let's take a look at the SP 500. Now with the SP 500, Monday, that's Monday. All right, so Monday market makes the high. That's your Tuesday. So we're either going to retrace or that's going to be the low and it's going to keep pushing up. Okay, so what to do with the SP 500? Well, maybe we just don't touch it. All right, because if this is too aggressively going up, maybe selling is not the best idea. And because Monday was a swing day, if you sold and if you're still in the game, you can hold it. If you're not, you probably got stopped out with a small stop loss here, and you can just sit and wait because we don't have any signs of, breaking support levels. There's no really change in structure. There's nothing changing here. So until we get some change, okay, in the market, not much happening. All right. One thing here though, we've got 1, 2, 3 days of highs, and the market making a dump is a probability. Okay, because we've got 3 days, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, making these highs, and this is all you can see. It's been pumped up, so the market needs to make a dump, something like this or something like that. All right, so be mindful for that. If you're looking to sell, you can sell the highs if it pulls back into a swing hour, but like I said, the trend is up still. So the way to do that is with a smaller lot size and with price and time precision, so you don't get mucked around with in between levels. Okay, if you think it's a little tricky, then what you can do is this: at a swing hour, you can wait for a sudden move down, like an impulse move down, and then if it pulls back in the smaller time frame, you can sell off again with a smaller lot size and a tight stop loss, and then that's okay to take. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and Bitcoin. Now indices are going together, as you know. So Monday, like I said, was the swing day for the indices, and that's your Monday breakout. Okay, that is huge on the Dow Jones. If you sold on that one, you would have been out. If you're using your ATAM strategy, you would have been just fine, simply because you would not have entered on a sell position if you're using ATAM. When there's a breakout, what do I say? Don't stand in front of it. And this is a classic. It happens all the time. If it breaks out, don't stand in front of it. Go with it, because the swing day, as you can see, is turned into the low of the week, taking us all the way up. Okay, so that's there, and you've got a lot of divergence there. And look on the monthly where we're at: 67, 41,261. Let's do that. 41,261. Let me just double check. 67. Yeah, 41,261. And that's a big pump, so it's going to have a big dump too. 41,261 is up here. So if it does hit there, this is a zone where the market should sell off. All right, and because, like I said, Monday was a swing day, we'll have to see how it is. This, obviously, this one yeah, this one you got to be careful with. Okay, that's just huge. All right. So don't stand in front of it. Let it do what it needs to do. But as you know, once there's a breakout, you don't stand in front of it. Let it do the targets, and we'll see how things pan out. Maybe don't touch this at all. If it pulls back, it should pull back into the closing off there. Okay, as you can see, this is a big channel as well. So if you project it up, you can see where you're going to be going. All right, so let's take a look at NASDAQ. Where are we? Here we are with NASDAQ. As you can see, NASDAQ just been nice and steady. Okay, here we are, nice and steady. Impulse wave, pullback, sell-off. Monday was a swing day for this as well. As you can see, that's your Monday. All right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let me just do this, because we should have days here. That's right. Okay. So Monday makes the high, big drop down. Remember, I did say you could sell off on a retracement on this one, and the market's done the retracement and sold off yesterday. So this continuing to sell down is an option which you can follow through. If it breaks down, you see where we're going to come to. That's level 1. We should head down here if it keeps pushing down. Okay. That 66 level you got to keep on your radar. 20,512. 2,512. There. All right. So this zone is also a sell zone as well. Now, if the market breaks down, also below the low of yesterday, you've got reason to follow it down into 20. Well, that's the low of last week. So, pretty much so, yeah. Okay, so if we break down, we're going to get there. So you could trade that off. 52.51 is going to be 21.52. 21.31. So 21.52, 21.31, which should be around the previous week low. All right, so you can follow it all the way in there if they decide to sell. So if you want to sell it, okay, this zone is one zone. There's a gap here, so you have to be careful for that, and that is also a sell zone. Okay, that's where a bit of a gap is. But this looks like trapped volume. So if that's the case, the market should probably sell and break down into that. Okay, so I'd go on that one. Since it hasn't gone above Monday, yesterday, and that was a swing day, maybe following it down is okay. Since we broke the low of Monday, market closed below it. It's an ABC pullback and then selling off. So if we come back up again, looking for a sell position at a trade hour is not a bad idea. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now this is Bitcoin. Let's see the daily. This is the zone. Remember, we marked this in, so I said wait for it. On this as well, we had swing hours and days posted on Monday. Yes, Monday. So you got to wait for this one as well. Monday is the low of the week for this one, so you'll have to sit tight and wait. Might just muck around here, maybe it'll go a little higher, but as you can see, it's doing target levels on the PST. So if you were long, you just get out or manage your trade on the PST levels. So that's how the market will pan out. Okay, and as you can see, market comes back into those PST levels that we marked in before. So looks like Let's get rid of these. The next swing day is up ahead, so you might want to wait for that before you do anything. Alright, but this is a sell zone. I wouldn't be buying here at all. If you want to buy, if you want to buy again, then do it on a retracement if the market comes back to where they broke out. So it's either going to be the previous day low or the previous week high, which is here. Okay, because this is where the market pumped.